so weak.
That was a great
That
clap.
was
that a bad clap?
That was bad.
Alright, hold on. Alright.
Clap loudly.
Right?
Again, it's
Alright, we're all gonna clap at one time. Ready? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. And welcome to That'll Do with me, your host, Brystin Ivey.
45 seconds.
Can you hold that to your fucking mouth when you talk shit? Alright, thank you.
45 seconds.
Oh man, alright, well one of my lovely guests has already introduced himself. So I'm gonna take the lovely off. He's just one of my guests now.
That's fair.
Daniel Scoot, sorry, Scott. Daniel Scott.
Never getting any beer from me ever again. All right,
Don't do that, you're like my main supply.
Wow.
You're 21.
I know, but Daniel knows his shit, so if I drink beer, I have to drink beer with Daniel. And I'm also here with the ever majestic Courtney. You guys know her last name.
Faiella.
Faiella?
There you go.
Favela?
Flagella.
Can it please be just be phlegm?
Yeah.
Courtney phlegm.
Courtney.
Oh, nice, yeah.
It's because I'm Jewish.
It's not because you're vegan.
No.
I
Oh,
didn't want to say it.
oh.
Oh. Here we
We're
go.
there now. So this is a very diet-centric podcast because we have,
Okay.
we have 3 different eaters here, or at least 3 people
Yeah, what are
who
you?
at one point have eaten things differently.
No.
Yeah. My mom was vegetarian, so I was
So
raised. Yeah, I was raised or she's pescatarian.
We're
Oh.
raised
That's when you eat
by
fish,
individuals.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very big
so,
difference.
So my mom recognized that she shouldn't raise a kid on a strictly vegetable diet, just because you miss out on some key proteins. Yeah, that's right, Courtney.
Yeah, that's where.
That's a fact.
No, not a fact.
No, but
not a fact.
we're not here to step on
Oh, we're gonna have
anyone's
fun.
diet.
It's gonna be great.
Should have brought pamphlets and handed them out to you guys.
Yeah, in case no one knew, Courtney's vegan.
I'm a vegan.
I don't know if she's told you in the past 5 seconds.
I did not. I just merely laughed at the protein myth.
I knew you were a vegan before Andrea,
Yeah?
and I thought that was really funny, because Andrea, it took me forever to figure out Andrea was a vegan.
It's you're never gonna know someone's a vegan unless you eat with them.
Really? Because
I
you
dispute
walked
that.
in, dude.
I heavily dispute that.
When I first met you?
Yeah, I saw Courtney.
When I first met you, I wasn't even vegan.
What?
I
was
was
this girl's gonna
vegetarian.
become. Oh, see, it was a V something.
Oh,
Anything with
Yeah.
me, they want you to know.
very
That's
cool.
true.
Yes.
Thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
Thank you, Con.
But yeah, no, I was raised by a pescatarian mom who even then rarely eats fish. She'll freak herself out if she thinks about it too much, and we'll just have to stick to veggies. And then each of my sisters went through a phase of being vegetarians. I was the only meat eater.
So what are you?
I'm an omnivore, right?
All right, yeah. So
Is
yeah,
that what you call us?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't call you anything.
We're nothing. We are nothing.
You are what you are.
Oh, what are you? Daniel. You're an omnivore, right?
Yeah, I enjoy my fruits.
Eat your veggies.
What about your
I
veggies?
do
What
have
about your veggies?
steamed
Ooh,
broccoli.
tasty.
Oh,
Yes, put cheese on broccoli. It's really good.
Broccoli will make you shit.
it will. That's what I
Just
like
saying.
about it.
I once ate a plateful. Mistake.
I think I see a
I did too, with a whole bunch of cheese. Did not end well.
Oh,
Didn't
dude,
add the cheese.
cheesy
but-
broccoli is the greatest thing that's ever made.
Steamed broccoli
Holy
with
shit.
some cheese and melted cheese. Boy,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good. Add some meat to that.
Nah.
Add some turkey. You don't have to go straight beef.
No,
You
yeah.
cow fucking murderer. You can go for the lighter option, turkey, or chicken,
Or not.
or just tofu.
The
Just be
lightest
gross.
part is not.
Okay.
Fake meat is a thing.
It is.
But
It's tofu, right? It's beans or soybeans.
soybeans, or it could be made just by other vegetables. Like black beans and
They make
corn.
meat out of black beans, or fake meat out of black beans.
They've had a black bean burger. Different soys and vegetables and natural flavorings.
Okay.
So Gardein is a really good brand if you want to replicate a diet, or a lot of times you can use different vegetables and put different seasoning combinations on it to make it taste like something.
Question.
Yes.
So, if you're against all of the meats and burgers, wraps, I'd assume.
Oh, it's starting.
Wraps?
That kind of, wraps,
Okay.
chicken wraps.
Okay.
Why do you create so many vegan options that replicate that instead of your own new shit?
It's
Try to be
Okay, fair.
Are they
fair
supposed
question.
to synthesize like new food? What,
No, like
what do you
different
mean?
shit. Like trying to like. Why would you like do a fake burger?
It's because it's not like I was not always vegan and I wasn't always vegetarian, so I understand that
To get
it
new
tastes
people?
good. What?
To get new people, like if they try a burger and like it's bean, they'd enjoy it.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the reasons why people eat meat is because of the taste. And
I second that. Yeah.
and so if there are things out there that taste good and similar to it that don't harm any creatures, then I have no issue with that. Like they're talking about growing burgers where you take a single stem cell from a cow and doesn't harm the cow in any way, but you make a burger out of it. And I'm cool with that because like I mean, you're not hurting the cow and you're still getting the taste, which is why fake meat is like you're getting the taste of real meat, but you didn't actually hurt anything in the
I
process.
think we should start this out by like, what is vegan to you?
Okay.
What does vegan mean to you?
Go for it.
Vegan to me is being compassionate to all living creatures, regardless of their context in your life. Like whether you think of them as a food or a pet, there shouldn't be a difference because they're a living creature with the will to live, and we shouldn't be killing them because of our own wants and taste buds. So being vegan to me is about being compassionate.
That was very, very well put, Courtney. But don't plants feel?
But I
Is
would.
that dumb to say out loud? I thought they proved
No,
it. I
they-
thought I read that on a BuzzFeed.
They are
article.
alive.
They're
They're
alive, yes, but they respond to stimuli.
Okay.
They don't have a central nervous system.
How do
so
they respond to being eaten?
They don't.
Badly.
I mean,
They don't.
They respond
No.
to stimuli. They're being crunched.
They're being like cut, but I mean,
Yeah, but you're
They
right.
don't-
They don't have a nervous system.
they don't have a
right?
nervous
Okay.
system, so they can't feel.
pain.
Like
Okay.
that's why when someone is paralyzed, like they can't feel anything in their legs because you know their nervous system is like damaged in that way. Their spine is damaged and you can't feel anything, and they don't have like a brain.
Now I'd say compassion as you don't eat them because of human wants.
Yeah.
What if it's human needs?
And yeah, if like someone is in, let's say, like a rural part of Alaska or somewhere where they can't grow plants,
Or they're on a camping trip
Eat-
with their family.
Hey.
sure,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
where they can't grow their food and they live by a plant-based diet, that doesn't mean that we in our area should follow that because we can. Just because everyone can't be vegan doesn't mean none of us should be. If we can't just because we can't save everything doesn't mean we should save nothing.
So you're not like under the belief that
True.
like everyone should be.
Yeah, there are certain situations like that where you can't live on a plant-based diet,
Right, yeah.
but we can. But
yeah, we have that luxury. 'Cause
exactly.
it is kind of a luxury.
Yeah.
Like to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Do you find that expensive though? Like in college?
It depends on what you're buying. Like if you're buying the fake meats, yeah, it's a
Mhm.
little expensive. But
Yeah.
if you're just buying like vegetables and fruits and beans and like pastas and rices, no, not at all.
Okay. Yeah, because like my friend is, I know this is like, I'm not trying to compare the two, but my friend's gluten free,
Okay.
and just like that dietary restriction is so expensive.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think I could afford that.
It's because like gluten free is
Gluten
not
intolerant.
grown.
Or gluten just chose to be gluten free.
No, he's like he has a condition where he can't
Celiac
eat gluten.
Didn't that
Celiac, yeah.
didn't that come from like Monsanto doing the pesticides and shit on the farming crops?
Oh, somebody sold Food Inc.
Yes. No, but
I mean maybe. I
'Cause
don't,
they
I don't know the actual.
they just got charged for $284 million to some dude who got cancer from
Well,
Monsanto
Oh,
products.
damn.
I know there's been like millions, or not
I'm pretty
millions,
sure
but
this
there's
is
been,
recent.
there's been plenty of
The gluten-
documentaries.
The gluten intolerance is pretty recent,
Yeah, my
Yeah.
and
dad
I would say
has
it's
it.
from like all the pesticides and chemicals we put in plants. I can see that being.
It could be.
I don't know where
It's
it's
been linked
from.
towards. I've seen some studies for it, but
Oh, yeah.
like that I would know enough to talk about.
Well, that's yeah, but I mean, you gotta remember, like putting organic on like
Oh
on,
gosh.
on like on like a
Organic.
package is saying that like it's a carbon based like life form.
Yeah.
Like you can slap organic on almost anything.
Yeah.
Like non-GMO, like you're starting to move in the right territory.
Which I don't think there's anything really wrong with GMOs.
I mean, it just depends on like how much of it
It
you
helps us grow
consume.
more food. The population that we have, my God, we
Oh,
need
yeah.
food. People are starving.
But have you seen like the really muscular chickens?
Yeah.
Like just the guys.
Yeah.
Like they're on
The cows, yeah, I've seen the cows.
Oh, and the cows too, dude.
Yeah,
Like the
they
prison
got the
yard
cows.
cows. Those things are fucking terrifying.
Doing bicep curls all the damn
I
day.
don't want to eat that. I'm afraid to
No.
eat it.
I
I'm
want
afraid
to
the
eat
meat
that.
will kick my ass.
I want to eat that.
It's not natural.
It isn't.
It's not natural.
And part of me, I don't know if it's like the way I was raised, but part of me looks at it like I don't really want like something that's
Yeah.
not natural.
No, I
Yeah.
want that bad.
You-
I want the biggest, baddest motherfucker, and I want to eat
Do
him.
you feel like
There
he
we go.
put his soul into the meat, so like you consume it, like you gain power?
You gain
from,
some
like,
energy.
Oh
You
my
gain,
God.
yeah.
Ah.
That's basic biology.
Gain some chi from this fucking cow.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
right.
One thing that always bothered me about like the art of, is it imitation meat? Is that like the proper term for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, imitation meat. It doesn't the texture.
Texture.
That's what fucks.
That's
with
what
me.
gets everybody is
Texture
the
just-
texture.
I wanted to be different, but texture gets me.
But like, how can you really replicate flesh?
Well, that's true.
Exactly. So then you just don't.
You just settle for
Yeah, you just
actual
said you
meat.
eat flesh. I mean,
It's that. Yeah, if you're okay with eating flesh, but a lot of times it's like a disconnect between your plate and what happened for it to get there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times you'll see shoes made of leather and they're just leather shoes. You don't really realize that they're cow skin and like a cow was skinned and like killed in a not
Mhm.
nice way.
at least they're using all the parts of the cow. Instead
Yeah.
of just wasting them. And throwing
Yeah,
them away.
I follow like both of what you like both sides of this, because like I do follow like you kill a deer in the woods, you use
Well, you
every
can't
aspect
say
of the deer.
that those animals wouldn't even exist had it been not for the purpose of meat, purpose of being eaten and being
But-
killed. They wouldn't even be alive.
Granted, but is it really a life to live when your sole purpose is to just be killed?
You all
Like-
die anyway.
We all die, but
well, it's
we
the
live
quality
a life.
of life. Yeah.
We live a
Well,
life.
Yeah, if they're putting them, if they put like cattle and chickens in like cooped up spaces, like shitty conditions, absolutely, that's fucking
Like that's
horrible.
horrible. Yeah.
But if
like-
you have free range, they're just chilling out in the open. They're cool. I have no problem with that because like that's basic, just farming.
But
well, it's all a ruse. I mean, it's all
Yeah,
raised to die.
it's like they could be grazing in these big areas, but then once they're being transported to the slaughterhouses, that's when the devastations of those parts come into play, if they're like free range or whatever. But also it's like you're living this lovely life on this big farm and everything, and then so you trust the people who are taking care of you, and then all of a sudden you're being put in this car and you're like, okay, where are we going? This is a lot of cows in here. It's like, what's up? And then you go to this
Then, like-
place and you like hear other cows like mooing and like screaming in pain,
moves in
basically.
anguish.
Yeah, and then
Humane
like
treatment would probably there's some season slaughterhouse videos that are horrible, yeah, but humane treatment would probably that's the biggest key. But
humane treatment is only on the farms they are raised. Once they go to the slaughterhouses, it's no longer like humane.
Well, Courtney, you're also Jewish.
I
And
am.
Jewish practices like the kosher method of like killing animals, right? Which is supposed to be like isn't that supposed to be like a cleaner, like more humane?
Yeah, but I'm
Right?
not very well versed in that because I never was raised kosher. So I can't
okay.
really tell you for
how'd
sure.
that become like a euphemism for cool? It's all kosher.
Oh, how like everything's kosher? Well,
Everything's
because
kosher.
at least what I learned in school was just the way that they kill the animal. It's not like they're slaughtering it. It's very, it doesn't like meet the needs of the animal, but it keeps the animal in mind, like when they kill it. So they're not like going around with like the
Well, in most,
gun and
in
just
most things
like,
they have they hit them right in like the temple
yeah.
where it instantly pains
Well,
and
yeah,
kills
but
them.
they didn't used to.
Yeah, no, they used to just like
They used to just like
slit the
they
throat,
just
yeah.
like cut them up. So
A little fucked up,
kosher,
yeah.
kosher is like a way of like more cleanly killing the animal, and then yes, that's what I was taught. So I feel like if they're killed in a way that doesn't bring them unnecessary amounts of pain, or I mean any amount of pain at all, like
Yeah.
then I mean I do feel a
I
little
would-
bit better about the exchange.
I just feel as if killing them in the first place is not right because they didn't want to die. They're being raised and they're like
Once-
just
yeah.
living their life. They didn't ask to be killed for this. Like if a cow came up to you with a knife in its mouth and like wrote a note and said, "Please kill me," then okay, whatever,
Moves
go
in
kill
anguish.
it.
Yeah.
But it's not like that.
Mhm.
They're just living their lives, and people like will say that, oh, I killed it humanely, but that's just kind of a way to make an excuse, in my opinion, as to why that justifies eating it, just because it's this creature that wants to live,
So,
so why kill it?
What do you do then? So let's say most people become vegan, right? What do you do when the overpopulation becomes a problem and the environment is dying because
Whoa.
these animals are breeding way too heavily?
All those things are already a problem. except
Not
for-
really. Overpopulation of animals? No. 'Cause we
No,
have
everything but the last thing you said is like already happening.
Of what?
Overpopulation of like us.
I'm not talking about
The
us, I'm talking
environment's
about
dying.
animals.
Oh, yo, you mean like strictly like
Yeah, like
their
you have too much deer,
circles? Okay.
they eat too much
I got you.
plants, they kill the plant life because no one checks them because there's not enough predators.
Well, they have
I mean,
ways
they
of
have
controlling
natural predators.
Yeah,
like
and they have
bears,
ways of controlling
but-
population.
Cows
That's 'cause people
populate,
kill
chickens populate
bears.
insanely.
But
Like
if chickens
goats.
populate insanely, why are we mass producing chickens to populate?
Because we don't naturally-
The demand for chicken is
Yeah,
insane.
it's not it's not a natural demand.
Exactly, it's not natural.
It's an artificial need.
It's an artificial need, literally, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't need the chicken.
Then you
But
have
God, do you want the
artificial
chicken
meat.
sometimes?
Yeah, then you have artificial. But then the
What do you
whole vegan point is artificial this and
That just depends, honestly, on the diet. Because I have a friend who's vegan and she doesn't eat any artificial meat whatsoever because
I
it's
too know
because it's
someone, yeah.
processed, and she doesn't like foods that are processed. She only eats like natural plants and things of that nature. I am a vegan who does eat imitation meats because I do understand the taste of it, but I just don't understand the purpose of killing a creature for a taste.
all right. Another question. Hypothetical. Most people are vegan in this day and age. That requires more vegetables, right?
Yes.
Requires more fruits, which requires
Yes.
more land for farming.
Yes.
Requires less environment for animals, which then means less environment for animals. That's still a problem, don't you think?
Yeah, but if you converted all of the land that was being used for cattle and for chicken raisings and slaughterhouses, and you converted that to...
That still took the land from the animals that lived there, which displaced them.
Well, yeah, but
And we
you
require
can...
more. Like with the amount of fruits, like fruit and vegetables takes up a lot more space than cattle and chickens.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Have you seen the farms? They're huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
Well, yeah, but do you see the way they keep cows?
Yeah.
The way they keep cows.
Well, I meant
now,
more of like the
you can-
shitty ones, the ones that put them in like little fucking like
Well, yeah, you can fit a shit ton
cages.
of cows.
Yeah,
there,
those little cages, those ones. But so then that had to make more for vegetables, and then like
But-
I mean, you're talking about 7 billion people. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we could use a plague.
it would. We could use a
We
plague.
could
Honestly,
use-
though,
we could
yeah.
use a plague.
It would-
Yeah.
We're still talking about
It's
harmful
like almost
farming.
8 billion at this point.
Well,
Pretty much
it's
is.
just like,
Yeah.
just real quick, like we're not above, we're not like above the food chain. We need like a predator. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're like reaching
Well,
Let's get some
mass-
aliens
max
in here.
Well, it's
capacity.
the gun, man. It's the bear. The bear is our apex predator.
The bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
you
grizzly,
can't run
a grizzly
from
bear is the top apex predator in the world on
Yeah.
land.
Well, what if sharks could walk?
I would love it.
I would.
I would
it.
love
Just
it.
love it,
Just
but-
to see a shark walk.
But would they,
How- how
would they
would it
be
walk?
our apex
How would
predator?
it walk though? Come on. Tell me,
How would it walk?
how
Oh,
would it
dude, it would walk like a person. It
How
would
big?
stand. It would have legs.
Two
like,
legs?
Your 2 legs at the
Holy
base
shit.
of the tail. Not the base of the tail, like halfway down the tail.
Holy shit.
Kind of like how we have a waist.
Oh my
So
god.
And they just have a
like
tail.
faced up or is it
LOL.
So there's
sideways?
just no. It's like sideways. 'Cause it looks hilarious.
So
So
hammerheads
they're
are
small legs.
wild.
Hammerheads just look fucked. I can't help everyone.
God, can you be God, please, and just fucking make that happen? That'd be amazing.
Don't play God.
No, play God, absolutely. It's the fun part of it.
But
That's
no,
why you
I
play
could
Sims.
see bears being like one of our greatest.
Grizzly bears are the top apex predators. What are better than grizzly bears? I mean, which ones? Gorillas
Well, I used to
don't
think
mind.
like
Gorillas
gorillas.
don't
No,
eat
gorillas
meat.
have one of the strongest bite forces. No,
No,
my bad.
crocodiles.
Grizzly bears have one of the strongest bite forces. That's why I said land.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
They have one of the strongest bite forces and like the top strength. They are the top apex predator in the world. That I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong because I'm pretty
Hippos
dumb.
have a strong jaw.
Hippos kill.
The
a lot
more
of
you
people.
know.
They do. They
No,
have a really
Hippos
strong
are
jaw.
fucking mean.
Hippos actually.
Crocodiles.
Hippos scared the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Like more
Crocodiles-
than grizzly bears.
Crocodiles and hippos is like a huge rivalry that I love. I love that like rivalry.
Ever watch
between
videos
crocodiles.
on it?
There's so
Oh,
many.
It's so great. It's
They
like watching
fight
a
all the time.
It's like
and
watching a
It's
football
wild.
game. It's great.
It's so cool.
It's the nature's
I
football.
root
Nature's
for
like
crocodiles
Super
every
Bowl.
time.
It's
I'm all about
awesome.
crocodiles.
It's like this year we got the hippos with Tom Hippo, and then on the crocodiles we got his brother.
His brother. Yeah, grizzly bears. They're the ones that killed us mostly.
Do they have They don't have a predator, do they? Is it just other grizzly bears?
No, grizzly bears
Or
have
are we
no
there?
predator besides a gun. So that's like a 44. One paw strike will break her back. Like just seriously, it'll come down and it'll snap your spine in one paw.
Yeah.
Maybe if we could find a way
Like,
to
they
eat
kill
our
tigers.
predators.
They could kill tigers.
or eat the animals that are like closest to us on the food chain.
You're making us elite.
No, then we get
Well,
less,
yeah.
we get less energy.
Hello,
We get
Team
less-
Human. We come in at the end of the Super Bowl and win.
We get a lot less energy from that. That's the problem.
That's
This
true.
is the chain of energy.
Exactly.
It's why we do cows and
So
chickens.
that's why you start at the
'Cause you get
source
so much
with the
energy from them.
plants, because that's where the cows and chickens
then
get
you
their
have to
energy.
Well,
eat
technically,
vegetables.
isn't the source like air? Shouldn't we just all consume air?
No, Brystin.
I never
you
knew my
think air is-
trophic levels.
Do you ever hear that conspiracy theory that air is actually poisonous but it takes like 80 years to kill you?
Yeah, I
Is
thought that's a joke.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
But
think
I
there's
just,
any
I
science.
hopefully, I want it to be true.
People die at age 20 of natural causes.
That's true. That
So,
guy
Like a
like-
smoked.
heart attack and shit.
No, that guy. You're that guy that smoked one thing of marijuana and died. All the kid we
Mary
were told
Jane.
about in high school. So we don't do drugs.
Yeah.
None of us here ever have done drugs before.
I don't inject marijuana. I'm done. No.
No,
I got out of that life.
I don't heat it up in the microwave and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Cook it up.
I don't put it in my nose.
Process it.
You put it in a
Now I
crock
just- now I
pot.
remember.
You slow roast your marijuana leaves.
Yeah. Sound make it good.
Courtney, when did you know you wanted to be a vegan? When did you become a vegetarian?
Became a vegetarian at the end of my sophomore year of high school.
Holy shit, so you kind of started early.
Pretty early,
Yeah.
yeah. I always wanted to be a vegan, but I lived in a house where my father wouldn't let me be a vegan. He was
What
like,
a great man.
he was like, either eat cheese and don't eat meat, or you're eating both. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do this until I have to, until I don't have to
Right,
anymore.
yeah.
So when I got to college, it was a little hard because I didn't really have a kitchen and I didn't have much like knowledge on what to do.
You do that in a college life.
It-
Stay vegan.
In like a dorm room or just
No, like a college student. We're all broke. How do you like manage a?
Well, she said it's not expensive.
Yeah, it's
for,
not that
like-
expensive if you buy a bunch of vegetables.
If you buy fresh
okay.
produce, it's
Yeah.
not bad.
It's not at
Just
all.
you go
Seriously?
like Trader
Yeah.
Joe's, dude. They're like handing it
Are you
out at the
serious?
fucking
Yeah.
door.
I keep seeing expensive ass vegetables.
Where you going to shop?
You go to
Publix,
Walmart?
like-
Oh no, you dude,
You can't go
Publix
to
has the
Publix.
most
It's
expensive.
right there, I
it's
have
the
to.
most expensive
Yeah.
everything though.
Yeah,
Everything.
Because we're shopping as a pleasure, but like
Shopping is a privilege.
Sorry.
Fucking Publix. Jesus.
Y'all haven't seen expensive till you go up north.
Oh no, I'm sure. But Publix is like our like peak height.
But like it was hard in like a college dorm where I didn't have a kitchen to easily go to. But I sauteed vegetables all the time when I could. But like it's just that it's inconvenient in a sense to go out. Going out, there's usually vegan options that you don't realize are. Like you can get pasta, but if it has chicken in it, you just get the chicken out of it, and you just
Yeah.
ask if like the sauce has any eggs or dairy in it, or like usually places nowadays have black bean burgers or something of that sort, or salad. But like, so it's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's just you have to be willing to put in effort. But in my opinion, I'd rather put in effort to cook myself a meal than to kill an animal for my convenience.
It's cringy.
I
when you say
wish
that.
I would have
Ugh.
researched more.
Ugh, that's gross.
I didn't research shit coming into this, so
I didn't research
I really
anything.
have
I just
no.
have what I think.
I really have no
Yeah.
debate on this, but you know,
Well,
whatever.
that's. I mean, it's just
It's
what
just
you
a
think.
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
that's
not like
what I feel.
politically arguing. You know
Oh
what
no, I had nothing
Yeah.
to bring about like anti-vegan. Besides,
Yeah.
like fuck you, meat's awesome. Like I really had nothing.
Well,
to
see,
do with it.
that's my biggest thing. Is like I couldn't be a vegan because I couldn't see my diet without meat or dairy.
That pork tenderloin.
Oh,
that
Daniel's
proves
father.
why I'm
Oh.
not going vegan. I'm
Jesus.
sorry. Like,
Oh, we might have to turn the audio off for a second. But
Oh
the,
my
the
goodness.
pork tenderloin
Yes.
that Daniel's father made.
Yes.
Jesus.
yes.
I want to be buried in it.
Oh
I
my
just
gosh.
bathe me in
I
it.
would just, it's so good.
It's
If
just,
you,
Yeah.
I mean, I think if
that would turn people from vegan. Not I guarantee. Maybe not you, but it would turn. I guarantee.
don't
Should
think
we give
so.
some people? I promise. it would turn at least 2.
I think
so.
if tofu tasted the
Oh my
way
gosh.
that his pork
Oh my gosh.
tenderloin tasted, I think I could do it.
Okay, you could totally do it then
I
because
probably should,
literally,
right?
Hop on
literally,
that real quick.
tofu is the most
Tofu.
blank canvas food you could ever have. It doesn't taste like anything, so you make it taste like something. So whatever marinade your father put it in the tofu, oh my god, it tastes
Texture.
like it.
What about texture?
Well, no,
You-
I mean, you're gonna have to sacrifice
Yeah,
texture.
it's
I'm
like
not sacrificing texture. You
Well,
can't sacrifice
you
texture.
said-
Texture's
well-
a very big thing to me. Like the way it tastes in your mouth, that's a very, big part of the whole taste.
I agree, but my girlfriend's made tofu, and actually like sautéed it to the point where it was kind
It's
of
crispy.
like crispy.
You
and
can
actually, that's
fry
not
it,
because
and
it's
it's
just
crispy.
beans. Like you eat beans.
there's
right?
so many different ways
I
to
know
make
that.
tofu.
I
I mean,
love
beans can be
Goddamn.
good, yeah, but like
Beans are a high source of protein.
I'm not
They're
eating
good for your
beans
heart the
every
more you
damn
eat.
day.
I don't eat
The
beans
more-
every damn day. I haven't had
Fine.
beans in a hot 2 weeks.
I haven't had. I can't even tell you how long. Probably since she gave me that little bite of like her tofu.
Is your girlfriend a vegetarian?
No.
She
no.
just likes tofu.
She's just crazy.
LOL.
Uh,
Aren't they all?
no. She likes tofu because it's a healthy like substitute for meat
Mhm.
too. So you can kind of like expand your diet horizons if you're trying to lose weight or trying to like keep your figure up.
It's got a lot of protein in
She
that.
started working out again, so she's not like bulking up, but it's a
I
good
wish.
source of protein.
I'm just
like-
imagining your girlfriend just fucking jacked
She's
right
fucking-
now.
dude.
Bigger than you.
Like I'm just
Yeah, well,
imagining.
Picks you up to put you on the counter.
Oh yeah. I'm like, babe, I want to go here tonight. She looks at me and I'm like, well, man, we can go wherever you want. I'm sorry. I'll stop
funny.
talking again. I'm not doing it again. So when did you like make the hard switch to veganism?
When I moved into my apartment,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I just need to get rid, like all my cheese and everything and all that. But it took time. I will say it took time for me to like fully commit because as people say, it's like so hard to give up cheese until you give it
Honestly.
up. So, but conclusion, I came vegan January 1st, 2018.
Yeah. Wow, you have like the date.
Yeah. Well, it started the first of the year, so it's pretty easy.
Okay.
January is the first month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to know why you think cheese is bad to eat.
Okay.
Dairy,
Have
basically.
you seen how
ice
hard
cream.
they pull on the udder?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, buddy.
they do
They're
yank the shit.
bloody. Honestly, there's a certain amount of pus allowed in your milk.
I'm okay with
That's
that.
what makes it taste good.
Chocolate milk is my shit. I will
If
never
you're-
give that
There's
up.
more pus in
If
chocolate
you're
milk.
okay with that, then you're
Because
okay
they let
with
that,
that.
no, not if you make it yourself. You get white milk and then do Hershey's mix, and then you mix it.
Well, they get that from
Less
the cow
pus.
too, so you got to give a Hershey's chocolate milk mix.
I'm sorry, what?
'Cause
Yeah.
It comes from the cow.
Is-
Hershey's chocolate milk is chocolate.
Yeah, it comes from the cow. It comes from brown cows.
Oh
God.
gosh.
You are a fucking genius.
Yeah.
So why did you want me to be the meat eater in this conversation? Do you not know
Do
many
you-
meat eaters? I don't hate
No.
vegans.
I
I
know.
hate militant vegans,
Yeah.
but I don't hate
like
vegans.
radical vegans.
Yeah, it's like I like the people that showed up and like I told you about that. The people that protested that meat/butchering shop, and the guy brought out a carcass of a deer in front of the protest and started cutting it up in front of them and served it to people. That was amazing. But so like.
That's cruel.
But no,
Yeah,
that was
okay,
that
hold
was
on, I didn't-
legendary
That's
in the best
militant
way.
of him
You told me
to
about it.
do.
I
No,
didn't-
if you're gonna protest my shop, if I run a nice little
Yeah, a quaint little meat spot. you know,
in
where all the kids
in
hang
Vancouver, in Vancouver,
This happened in Vancouver?
yeah, I think so.
out. Did you know Drake?
and you and 10 other people show up with their
Yeah,
little
yeah.
signs and banners saying, "No more meat. We hate meat. You should all go vegan. Fuck meat and shit." I'm going to get a deer carcass and I'm going to cut it up in front of you and make you watch while I'm
That's
cutting this deer carcass up, and then I'm going to serve it to
wild.
people in front of you. That, to me, is absolutely legendary, and I love that. But normal vegans who don't do that, no problem with whatsoever.
So normal vegans who don't protest.
Yeah, what do you mean by protest a local shop or protest like
If you're trying to destroy, if you're trying to hurt somebody's business, who's just trying, to provide for his family, I have a problem with that.
Were they trying to do that?
Yes, they're trying to shut down that shop.
Oh, that okay. So
You've never ran into a vegan who is militant, and
I've
wants
met-
who's forcefully wants people to stop.
I've met like 4 vegans and one of them's like looking at me right now. So,
Yeah,
I
see,
mean,
like,
I don't have like the
vegans-
greatest experience with it. No.
Now, vegans that don't try to forcefully change their ways, I have absolutely no problem with.
That's with anybody though. Like people like Christians who try and change you to Christianity, Jewish people who try and change you to Judaism, or like,
Jews.
yeah, or like meat eaters who try to make people like eat meat. Like, it's just the method in which you approach people is very impactful on the people you're approaching.
I'm sorry.
Also, that's why I like to take a compassionate approach and be open about things, and like I understand other perspectives, because I wasn't always a vegan. I ate meat, I ate cheese, I liked it when I ate it. So that's why I can understand other people when they say these things. So like the way I take it is I try to be kind about it and show that being vegan is a compassionate thing to be, and not hating you for your lifestyle. It's just
Thank you for not hating me.
Yeah, it's just a different lifestyle that I would never do. So I'm just trying to show you the way mine is and encourage you, but I'm never gonna force you.
Actually, hold up. Two things. First thing, I remember what we were talking about before we left off. That was about dairy.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Yes, you're right.
Second thing that brings me to my question, which I originally stated. Why did you choose me to be the guy who opposite the actual vegan?
You just answered it. Because what Courtney was talking about is that the point of veganism is not to change everyone's viewpoints and everyone's lifestyle. And it's not even your experience. This is what amazes me. You heard a story about a guy in Vancouver, and it resonated you.
It did.
It resonated in you
Personally.
so passionately
Yes.
and personally. And the fact that this guy brought out this deer carcass and was serving it to people, and you were like,
Cutting it up
my man.
in front of them.
That is why I picked you for this.
That was that. I really
Because see,
enjoyed
I
that.
don't have the same effect. It's not so much that like, yeah, honestly, like it didn't even really bother me.
It was
hearing about
it was a more of a, you know,
Was it like a shock?
fuck you. You're gonna protest in front of my store. I'm going to do the thing that would fuck with you the most.
Yeah.
Like if someone seriously, they're trying to shut down his business. And that's their whole point of their thing. They're protesting. They're almost blocking the entrance. They have banners and flags saying, you know, don't eat here. This place is shit. Fuck meat and all that stuff. You're doing that that affects my family. That affects people my kids I'm trying to feed. If you do that, I'm going to do the best thing that's not violent or not, you know, totally aggressive. I'm going to do the thing that fucks with you the most.
You're like cutting
violent.
open a carcass. You're like, this isn't
This isn't
violent at
violent.
all. This is fine.
They have a window seal in front of, like most shops, they have like a big ass window in front of the shop. Where
Oh my
they,
god,
where
it's like
you
the
can see-
Arnold fucking meat shop.
You can see the entrance
With
to the
Ernie.
shop, you know, and this dude decided, you know what, all right, fuck y'all, I'm going to put this big ass deer carcass in the middle of it, in the front, start cutting it up in front of y'all.
Yeah.
I love the pettiness. I love the
That's
disrespect.
funny.
Well, I can enjoy a good fuck you. Like
Yeah.
It's a good
I-
fuck you.
I can, but I do think that in this particular situation, I think it got way blown out of
Yeah.
proportion from what it sounds like.
I never heard about
Like
this
from
before.
both sides, like from the people protesting like a meat shop
Yeah.
that's just trying to get by, and then him like reacting to the protest
How
and
would you
smearing
react?
blood on the fucking window.
Wait, whoa, what? They never smeared blood on the
Well,
windows.
yeah,
that would be
it was an
actually that'd be
exaggeration.
better. That would be better.
This is why I picked you
Oh,
for the
God.
podcast.
That would be amazing. If
So-
you got on the roof and dumped the blood off and on top of them, I'd
my
I'd
God.
enjoy that. It'd be a little
I
much.
think
It'd be a little
that-
much, but I would
yeah,
still.
he'd have to like premeditate.
I would
that
respect the
Yeah.
message.
to get blood
I would get the message.
on like women and children.
Granted, PETA does the same fucking thing. So like,
The
yeah,
bread?
they're.
Or
oh, you
organization.
don't
What?
you support PETA?
I don't support PETA's methods.
Thank you. All right,
Their
cool. We're good.
methods. I support their message, but not their methods.
I can
Different
respect that.
M-words.
I can respect that.
Yeah. So, like, let's say there are people outside a zoo protesting the zoo and the captivity of the animals.
Ooh, good point. I want to talk about it later.
So, like, it's not protesting a local family-owned business. It's protesting like a corporated business of a zoo.
Mhm.
Are you okay with that?
I am. Wait. Talking about the protest or the zoo?
The protesters, or both? Yeah.
I am completely okay with zoos because of two things. Not two things, a couple things. First off,
Nope, two. Sorry.
fuck, sorry, fucking limited
You
myself.
fucking-
Shit, I'm
you
sorry.
made that bed.
All right, so zoos. First thing, they provide jobs for people. That's a big thing. Secondly, they inspire kids. Like if you bring kids to a zoo, they see these animals, they fall in love with them. That can lead to people that become zoologists, become animal preservers, animal researchers, people that help animals. Because they see these animals like, oh my god, I love a fucking rhino. I'm gonna go fucking protect rhinos. Secondly, a lot of their money goes to conserving animals.
That's not all zoos. Not all zoos.
I guarantee you, a lot of zoos help animals out.
That's not zoos. Conservation.
I would say
they help
it's
conservation,
50-50.
but animals that live in zoos would die in the wild.
That's because they were taken from the wild.
Not all of
if
them
you're
were.
raised in
a lot of them
captivity.
were if you're raised in captivity, you're not going to live in the wild. It's
No.
not going to
Raved
happen.
in captivity.
Well, yeah.
So, other thing is that education. They educate all these people about animals. If these people who don't know about animals, they don't know how to properly treat these animals or respect these animals and for their needs and wants, these zoos help people learn about animals. And like a lot of the animals who are extinct because of poaching, because of hunting and shit like that, they live in zoos because they can be protected. They can be monitored, protected, and be cared for in a good it's a small environment, but it's better than being dead.
Well, those typically live in conservation.
Yeah, where they're trying to
and
breed
also
them.
zoos, yes, but you're not like the white rhino. That's not coming back. Sorry, that's just not. That's. It needed to be.
That was a weird way to.
It needed to be in a zoo.
The plight of the white rhino. Well, I mean,
you learn a lot.
So then,
the education you get from zoos are very necessary, in my opinion. Yes, in a perfect world, should all the animals be out in conservations or in the wild? Absolutely. But that's not the world that we live in whenever Asia and shit has a black market where they want horns for medicine. It's just
you want to rephrase that so we're not like singling out Asia?
It's mainly China. I'm sorry.
There's like one guy that listens to this podcast in China. Can we please not piss him off?
Places in the world have black markets for animal horns, like tusks and horn and rhino horns and shit like that. That's not gonna stop.
Horns and tusks.
So you don't think we should end game hunting?
What do you mean game hunting?
Like hunting for lions and giraffes.
That's also a question. That's also a good point. All right, so you're talking about conservations and shit like that, where rich people go in and hunt.
Well, they're not always on conservation.
Yeah,
so
wild lands.
In the wild, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I completely support that. However, this is not popular at all, and I completely understand why it's not popular. It's got a horrible aesthetic to it.
I'm gonna lose all my views.
I'm gonna get really racist right now. You ready?
Don't say.
I'm not. I'm fucking with you.
Says the N-word on my podcast.
No. But in conservation lands, what are they called? Preservatories in Africa and shit like that.
Preservatives.
Preservatives. I don't fucking.
Nature preserves.
Yeah,
nature
all right.
preserve.
So
we can just say conservation.
So it's a really they blow up on Twitter a lot about like these animals being killed by these rich people that come in and shoot the animal. It looks bad. I understand that. But the thing is about those conservatories, they need money to help conserve these animals. They need money to help run the place. Also, when an animal, like sort of a lion or a rhino or something like that, when an alpha male gets too old, he can't breed anymore. And then problem is that the younger lions, they stop them from breeding because the old lion fights them. I mean, when the old lion's still in charge and shit, he can't breed anymore, but he won't stop people from fucking. Like, you won't let the lions, fuck. So it hurts the population of the lion pride.
On the conservations or in the wild?
On the conservation.
Okay.
Yeah.
But don't the younger lions take over the pride?
That's the hope, but sometimes it doesn't work like that.
But if in the wild it worked, why
not
is
always.
it not?
There's a reason why the lions are endangered.
That's because of hunting.
That's also a reason why.
It's the main reason.
It doesn't help though.
So then, let's say it doesn't help. Okay, let's eliminate hunting from the equation, and poaching from the equation.
Poaching's a better word, yeah.
Yes, poaching from the equation, and lions die due to this. But that's not every pack of lions.
It's
herd of
not,
lions?
but whenever it hurts.
Pride of
Yeah,
lions?
in a perfect world, yes. When poaching doesn't exist, yes. But when poaching exists and also these old lions stop the mating from happening, that hurts even more. So in these, I'm not making this up. In the Caribbean stories, the older males hurt.
Not a conservatory. I'm sorry. You just
Then
keep
what is
saying
it? I'm just trying to say a word.
It's just a conservation, but conservatory is like the thing with the fucking telescope you look at like the sky. I'm just saying like.
I thought it was astrology.
No, astrology is the study of the conservatory.
Yeah.
That's astronomy.
That's astronomy.
We're all sounding so smart right now. Oh my god.
This whole part's going out. Listen, astrology is horoscopes.
All right. Well, what word should I use?
Astronomy
What word
stars.
should I
You
use?
should just say conservation.
All right. On the conservation, I'm not making this up.
Okay.
The older males inhibit and hurt the younger males from reproducing.
But it's only for a set amount of time because the whole point of the pride.
When you need babies and you need babies fast, you don't have all that time.
When do you need babies fast?
If you're trying to bring back a species, you need babies as fast as possible. Do you not?
Well, yeah, but they do things. They don't like force breed, but there is another word for it.
On a conservation, no, you let the animals do their own thing. You don't. It's not like a zoo.
Always true.
Should our efforts be focused on mating these animals on a captive land or ending poaching so that they can do it naturally?
Ending poaching is a whole different thing. How do you end poaching?
You add more laws implementing it, more
Right.
like.
So
things.
when you
like
add a
security
law,
to
does that get rid of it?
No, it doesn't, and I'll say that, but it at least makes it more difficult for it to happen in the first place.
But there's already laws. Poaching is not legal. Poaching is very illegal, and
And how are these photos with their giant lions and not getting
Well,
arrested?
because
Wait,
you
the
can-
poachers? Because you
Yeah.
can take a photo and upload it, and there's no.
Well,
you
there's-
can't track them because the animal's already dead.
There's differences between like poaching for certain, I guess you could say resources that the animal has, and then selling the resources. That is not what is getting posted. What's getting posted is like the rich,
Yeah.
older
Now-
white men like holding up tusks of like elephants.
Wow. White. Wow.
Because it is.
I know. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, yeah. So like
But
that's
no,
what's getting
I
posted.
don't have much of a problem with old rich white men, the conservation, a
you
fuck ton of money to kill an old, like breedingless, cannot breed lion. When it helps the park run. Also, if it doesn't happen, conservation runs out of money. What happens when conservation
Well,
runs
that's
out?
not their only source. Is white
It's
men
one
killing
of their-
animals.
Do you know how much they pay for that?
Dude, I worked at SeaWorld. We're a conservation
Is that
fund.
that's
That
not
is not what happens at SeaWorld.
conservation in Africa?
Yes, we have certain areas across the entire world.
It's not
SeaWorld
it's
Parks
not
and
it's
Entertainment.
conservation. Just look up how much they pay for that shit. They pay a fuck ton of money.
I know, but that doesn't. We don't support that.
Is it their
We don't
own?
let you
Is
kill
it?
things.
Well, because there's the ocean. What are you gonna kill?
It's not just the ocean. SeaWorld isn't just the ocean.
I mean, sea. I'm gonna assume that the ocean because it's sea.
I mean, no, that is
SeaWorld.
a fair assumption, but we have Busch Gardens in Tampa,
Busch Gardens is cool.
which, yeah, that's SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. We also have parks all across America.
I'm not saying it's their only income. Not at all. But they run a lot better with the money they get from the people.
What BuzzFeed article did you read this off of?
The way I see it.
Really? Are we really doing this right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is Daily Mail better?
Oh gosh.
I swear to God, Bryson, I will kick you out of my house right now. You keep pulling this shit. No, I just don't have a problem with an old rich white dude paying the conservation a lot of money, which is very useful money, to kill an old reproduction-less animal. It can't reproduce. It's old. It's hurting the pack, and I don't see a problem with them. If an old white dude wants to get his socks off, fucking killing a fucking old ass animal, okay, you pay a lot of money. There you go.
No, I get where you're coming from. Like I see.
It doesn't
like,
look
Yeah.
good. I agree. The aesthetic is bad.
Because the money does go to like much needed things, but I don't think a lot of modern conservations
Do that.
do that. I do
I
think
would
that.
disagree with you.
I think at one time it was a very big, like source of income because it happened a lot. I really don't think it happens that
The
much.
way
I
you're
would disagree with
saying it is like in order to save the animals, you need to kill them. which is
That's the only way
It's
to-
not the only
to
way
keep them safe.
It's
Is
to
keep them
kill
safe.
murder
We
them.
must kill them. No.
so like that's making no sense to me.
Killing an old can't
It's
breed any more
the
animal.
natural way of things, and to interfere with that.
Haven't we already
is-
interfered with the natural way enough to where
Oh,
we can't go back to
1000%.
so we have
No,
to we
but
have to
you-
deal with what we have.
You can
We
go.
have to adjust the way that we have. 'Cause we've already fucked up the natural way 100%. We can't go back to that.
Yes,
That's
you
the
can.
We
point
have
of
to deal with what we have
No.
to adapt the way that we can.
Daniel, the whole point of conservations is that you go back to how it
Exactly.
was.
It's not the real world. It's not gonna happen.
But it does.
That's so
Yellowstone
happy.
has had animal populations boom, and to the
Yeah.
point where it's overpopulation, and then they've introduced a species that we've either hunted to extinction
Yeah.
or we've kicked out of the area. And once that predator was introduced into like the animal circle, everything went back to normal.
I would love to see if Yellowstone allows people to hunt animals.
They
for-
don't anymore because it's a conservation.
They wouldn't
That's
I,
the whole
I,
do
point of
I
that.
would love to
conservation.
research that. I mean,
You should. You
I
should
feel like
Google
I'm
that.
being attacked when y'all haven't researched this shit either. But like, okay.
I'm
it's cool.
not.
No,
I'm
it's
not,
I'm not saying I
attacking.
researched, but like I kind of know what I'm talking about because this
Did
was
you
a
work
field I was going into
at
for a
SeaWorld,
while. Like I was going to be a zoologist.
Yeah, that's really awesome, dude.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know, like conservations do introduce predatory species that were once in the area to reclaim
So
like the
y'all
circle
are-
of life.
Okay, all right. Well, what does conservation in Africa need to reintroduce? They need to reintroduce. I mean, I already
They
have
need
all the
to
animals there.
eliminate
So- well,
human interaction.
Yeah, because human interaction.
But you're not
has
going to eliminate
caused-
poaching. Sorry, guys. That's just not going to happen. Like poaching.
Yeah, but-
So
is
then
gonna-
don't do it on the
We don't
conservations where you're
have-
meant to bring it back to the naturalness of the
Alright,
savannah,
okay.
Sahara,
I was
whatever.
going to say naturalness.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But-
Christ.
Whatever.
Now your
So
argument is fucking null
What
and void.
happens if a pack is in that on the conservation
Okay.
and the older male that can't breed kills the younger male that can breed?
There's not just
the-
one.
Well, there's like a pack of like younger males that kind of eventually take over.
A pack of younger males.
Yeah. In a pride. You're talking about lions, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Lion, it
in
could
a
be- it
lion
could be a lot
pride,
of
there are
things.
multiple young lions that it's not all like Lion King. Like,
Yeah,
there are multiple.
and they fight.
It's
Do
not
they
like
not
Lion
fight one on one,
King.
or do they?
Yes, they do fight one-on-one.
So
but
what happens if the
eventually-
older male kills?
So you're saying in a situation where the older male that is proved like impotent.
Yes. They
Like-
can still fight.
No, that's fair. Yes, they can still fight, but eventually, the
Eventually, yes.
but the rule of the pride doesn't kill other lions. When they fight, they don't fight to kill.
Okay, so they don't fight to kill, but one wins, right?
One wins, yes, and
So
then
that one has the right to breed.
yes, that one has the right to beat, but
But
they
the-
kick.
Give it
older-
2 years and they die naturally.
They kick the older one
but that
out.
hurts the pride though. For 2 years, that pride is hurt.
I mean, it's better than.
I mean, because the younger generation of lions only grows stronger, and the older male only grows older.
Yeah.
So like, it's just a
You
ticking
know,
time bomb.
in nature, the natural way, sometimes prides die out, right?
Yeah.
So if you
Right.
can avoid that, you can't really, afford that whenever they're endangered.
Are lions endangered?
No.
A lot of animals are. I'm talking about more in general.
Pandas are no longer endangered.
which is awesome.
FYI.
I'm talking more of a general. I'm
A
using
general-
lions.
a
I'm using
general
lions as an
sense.
example.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm talking more of an endangered animal in general. You need each pride to survive. You need each pack to survive for
Right.
an endangered animal. You can't afford a pack just dying off naturally.
That's
well,
true.
well,
but
that's
So you
not
need-
lions.
lions.
You need
Yeah.
to conserve them and make sure that they grow, even if it has to be unnaturally a little bit, because you need them to recover. Because humans fucked their natural way up.
Yeah, but then your example with lions is just
It doesn't
because like
apply
it
to
doesn't
every
apply
single-
because like they're not endangered, so you don't need to.
Like the lion
are
pride.
we sure?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm positive lions
Tigers
endangered.
are.
Tigers
Lions
are,
are.
yeah.
Lions
They
are
can apply
not.
to
Cheetahs
fucking
are
tigers.
becoming endangered, but cheetahs are adapting new habits that are preventing them from becoming endangered.
And tigers don't do
Sorry,
what
y'all.
lions
Sorry,
do.
I just don't see anything wrong with an old rich white dude paying the conservation a fuck ton of money to
That's
kill
fine.
an
I
old
mean,
Okay.
you
an
could
old
think- I've-
aging.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
I
trying
will
to change
agree.
your
The
mind.
aesthetic looks bad. It looks bad.
Yeah.
It looks bad when they take a picture of it, and it looks fucking horrible. And like I get that, but an old aging animal that cannot breed anymore, I have no problem with them paying a lot of money so conservation can better protect animals from poaching. I have no problem with them fucking taking out like an old ass lion.
Okay.
Yeah, like I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it sounds bad, sure, whatever.
Yeah,
but fuck
I,
it.
still,
Like,
I don't think
whatever.
the lion pride example
Yeah, it was
like
very
fit to a lot
good.
of like, because it like lion prides
I
are
kinda
super
branched out more
specific.
Generals, but you
Yeah.
know, sure, whatever. If you want
Let-
to,
Well, like
So-
bees are endangered.
we need to say the bees.
Yeah.
Bees, are very
Bees
important.
literally.
Well, what if a white man paid to have bees shot and paid a lot of money to shoot a bee?
If a old white man could shoot a bee, I would respect the fuck out of that because bees are hard as hell to shoot.
Okay, first of all, I used to shoot bees out of the air with rubber bands. Do not put all your respect in this guy with a gun that shot
Yeah.
a bee out
But
of
a
the sky.
bee though,
Hello, rubber bands? Did you miss me?
fine.
I'm
You're-
just saying,
fine.
like.
You're a legend. Respect
That's
you.
not what I'm
You're
saying,
amazing,
but
Bryson.
Before I knew they were endangered, I killed them at work. And then I almost got
Oh my
fired
God,
because it was
Bryson.
like, Bryson, we're
Yeah,
a
look at
conservation
Bryson being
fund.
the asshole here, huh? Shocking,
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, let's all turn on Bryson right
Daniel,
now.
no one thinks you're the asshole in this
No,
conversation.
no. Because I see your point, but like on that
I don't give a fuck.
same
It's fine.
on that same notion of like they're getting a bunch of money, which is great. Let's say Ted Bundy, who killed a
Love
girl
'em.
at FSU.
Oh yeah, that place,
Donated-
that place is walled off. Yeah.
Let's say he donated a lot of money to FSU and went publicly
To
about
kill
it.
a girl.
That's a weird
So like,
analogy there.
are you okay with that? Like, it's a lot
Wait,
of money.
So wait, no. So you're saying it's okay for? You're saying you're asking if I'm okay with Ted Bundy killing a 20-year-old
no.
fertile?
No,
it's
I'm
the
asking
same
you-
example with humans.
I'm asking you because this person is killing a lion, but they're giving a lot of money to the conservation.
And
So Ted Bundy
specifically
killed
an
a
old
girl and he's
reproduction
giving
asylum.
a lot.
I
Ted
personally,
Bundy-
I have no problem with some dude killing a senior citizen if they give a lot of money. I don't care. We're fine. But no, a college student's a little bit different.
This lion is still alive, and the natural way of the lion is like, yeah, okay, this lion won't let them reproduce until he dies off or is like kicked out of the pack,
Mhm.
right? So that happens naturally in the wild. So like, why are we gonna kill
you're
him
trying
if
to
lions
boost the
aren't
num-
endangered?
Well, see, in the wild, in the natural environment, you're absolutely right. I completely agree with you. Problem is, though, is that humans kind of fucked up the natural environment
Yeah.
to where it's not, you can't play by those same rules anymore because the animals will die off.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, that's why conservationists kind of, fuck with the natural order a little bit to increase the numbers. Because, I mean,
They replicate them.
what you're saying is,
Yeah.
is 100% correct. You're 100% right. No problem whatsoever. However, we're not playing by those same rules anymore
Yeah.
because humans kind of fucked up the way things work in the game. It's like you have to play the game by the rules given, and the rules got fucked up and changed. So you got to play by those rules. And when you have to do that, you kind of have to do that, or else the animal dies. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad for allowing an animal to be killed if it lets the animal species grow and become better, because that's the game we're kind of playing now. Because I mean, you're in a perfect world, in a natural environment. Hell yeah, you are 100% right. I would love for it to be like that, but we're not playing by those rules anymore. It's just it's different now because of how fucked up the environment has become because of human interaction.
We are trying to go back to how it was, though. That is like
Yeah.
the point of conservation. And,
Yeah.
like a lot of
Yeah.
conservations
But to
have the
get there-
backing. Well, see, I mean, like, I don't know, in my specific example, like SeaWorld has parks all over the nation. Like, I don't think they necessarily need like someone to hunt a dying animal to like reach their yearly quota.
Conservation is just why they do it.
But we're a conservation.
But you're not the only one.
Right, that is true.
You have parks, you get money.
We have parks,
Conservation
but
networks don't have parks.
I think a lot of conservations have like an outsource of income that isn't necessarily related to the conservation, or somehow uses the conservation of like tourism to generate the revenue.
Tourism, you use some money from tourism to do okay, but not all African conservations have that, or they don't get enough money from that.
That is true. There are some very
Like,
poorly funded
not all.
conservation.
They don't have SeaWorlds and Busch Gardens to give them money.
Right.
Like tourism and shit like that. So they have to do what they can to, protect it. Poaching is a major problem.
Right.
You need money to fight that. You need money to hire people. You need money for the equipment, for all the other things that you need to fight poaching.
Mhm.
It costs money.
That usually relies on charity work, though. That's why you see like the
It's not-
commercials of like.
I mean, they don't really give so much. I mean, but
That's
when
true,
these
yeah.
rich people are offering to pay you a couple like $1 million to 50,000, 500,000, whatever. I don't know how much, but I'm sure it's a lot.
So like,
You're gonna take that.
so like, if a guy
I
were
think
to
it'd be-
pay
yeah.
a bunch of money to kill a college kid, like a
elderly
bit,
woman.
like $20 million,
I feel like that's
will
a
they
little
take
different. I feel like that's a lot different.
Because we're above the animals, Daniel.
Like a prime of their life college student is a little different from a old dying and
He's
not
already
breed
dying.
anymore.
Change it to like an elderly man.
An
though.
elderly man.
Okay.
Okay, an
That
elderly
changes
man.
nothing for me.
Then I mean that's fine.
Then
No,
there you go.
I mean, if okay, all right, hold up. If killing that elderly man for $2 million helps the human race survive longer, okay.
Fair.
We are breaching into many other topics. We are like children of menning right now.
I'm trying to get the reference. I'm hoping
Children
later.
of
Children of the Corn.
Nah.
Men? No, the vegan version.
Oh shit.
No,
right.
nice. Yeah, Children of the Corn.
I
That's
got that.
me.
Basically, no, I completely agree with you. You're 100% right at everything you say. But we don't live in a perfect world.
Yeah.
We don't live. We fucked up the natural environment, so we kind of
And
do things differently.
I understand your point. I just think lions weren't the best example per se.
I was going off more of the Cecil the lion.
Yeah.
I think that he was an older lion. I mean, it could be the other lions, but like that's the example I was drawing from. I mean, I'm pretty dumb. I'm sure I'm not the most knowledgeable on this.
I mean,
But
yeah. Me
I'm
neither.
Neither of us
drawing.
are, yeah.
I'm drawing my reference from the Cecil the lion outrage and shit like, and also like you go on Twitter if a person posts a picture of killing a giraffe or whatever, there's a huge uproar and shit like that, and I get the uproar 100%. I understand it. Kill a giraffe, holy shit, you're a monster. But when it comes to the conservations and they need money because they're constantly fighting poaching that's not ending because there's a huge demand for the
Ivory and,
materials
like,
that
different
those
materials.
animals carry. It's like, so say the war in Iraq, we're going to go there.
Don't know much about it.
You're bleeding money because it's an unwinnable war, right?
Okay.
Well, poaching, it's kind of an unwinnable war because a huge demand for it. And when it comes to greed, it's not going to end. So you constantly need money. How are you going to get money? Charities only do so much.
Yeah.
You don't have bush gardens to see where to back your
You
ass
got
up.
George Bush though.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Bush Gardens.
The
Mission
W.
accomplished.
W.
But-
No, W was his dad.
Oh yeah,
Either
George
way,
H.W.
they're
I think
bushes.
was the
Go
dad.
back to the 70s, all the bushes. Get it?
Get it? Haha.
R.I.P.
We're
Laura
back to
Bush.
vaginas. Just like that.
Oh God. But yeah, so you need money, and that's how you get
Yeah.
money from the ways you can. If it means killing off a dying, infertile animal, then I mean, fuck.
I understand that, but the way I see it is like the only and one way to end poaching is to like not encourage it in the young, like from a young age, just like teach kids to know that animals are wild and that's where they belong and that they are their own creatures and that going out and killing them is wrong because that's not our place. And it's just, I don't think a lot of people do that.
And you're right, but I do believe that there's a lot of stuff that says don't kill animals. I think people know, but when there's a huge market for rhino horn, for medicine, for Chinese medicine or Asian medicine, it doesn't matter how much what you say. It doesn't
That's
matter what.
true.
If there's a market
Well,
for it,
that's
if you can get paid a fuck ton of money, you are gonna go do it. If you are broke and you have a gun or you have some way to kill an animal, you're gonna kill that animal if it gives you a fuck ton of money.
Right, but do you
rules the
think that if
world.
maybe like a greater awareness of animal rights was imposed on children like of a young age, like in schools around the world, do you think there would maybe be a reduction in the amount of like poaching that we have?
Do you think there's such a deficiency of animal rights?
Yes.
Let's say that yes, there
we'll
is.
see, yeah.
And personally, yes, I do believe
then
that.
yeah, it couldn't help. Wait, no shit, it couldn't hurt.
It couldn't hurt.
It couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Well, 'cause-
it couldn't hurt. You're absolutely right.
'Cause-
But
yeah.
murder's illegal. Tell people not to murder all the time.
Well, right, but
Exactly.
do you
People
think
still
that
murder.
if murder was legal, we'd have a lesser murder rate?
Purge.
You could apply that to Portugal when they have the drugs. Their drugs are legal and they have free rehab and shit like that. And
Well, same thing with Denmark.
Not
Yes.
even a problem. Yeah. You could agree with that because when you put laws on shit, it's just people no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
What do they want to do?
It gives them an incentive to do.
They're gonna want
Press
they're
that
gonna want to
red
do it.
button.
But it also does provide a punishment which does discourage people. So like it's a give and take.
Some.
It provides both areas.
Yeah.
But like my example specifically, in a lot of like heavily religious schools, sexual education isn't used very much.
That's true.
So you're kind of just thrown out there. You figure things out for yourself and
You get
you
an
make
STD
mistakes.
the first day of college.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
you know, Courtney knows.
Get pregnant. Yeah, all that shit.
Courtney's been pregnant.
Oh yeah,
Tons
totally.
of times.
Oh,
All the
shit.
time.
But stay with me. What I'm saying is, do you think that if people were more educated from the beginning at a younger, more impressionable age about, you know, the effects and consequences of sexual acts, but also how to practice safe sex,
Mhm.
that they would benefit from it?
Yeah,
Or when they were put in these situations.
1000%.
Sex doesn't kill anybody. I mean, unless you get
Well,
an
unless
STD.
yes, but I still think that if you apply the same principle to animal rights, like you put a distinct effort into establishing like animal rights in children at a more impressionable age, they are less likely to abuse animals
Yeah.
because they're educated
Yeah,
about
I
it.
completely agree with you. 100%. Yeah, we
so
should totally do that.
it wouldn't. You're right. It would not eliminate it. Just
Yeah,
like
so that's a
but
health.
the laws against murder isn't going to eliminate murder.
If you are running low on money, if your family's kind of starving,
Yes.
you need money. All right, you have a gun. However you got it, I don't fucking care.
I got my
You got a gun, all right?
Yeah.
There's a nice, supple-looking fucking rhino over there.
Why'd you make it sexy?
I made it sexy.
You made it sexy, like this thick fucking rhino. right
Rhinos
here.
are
Juicies.
THIQUE.
This rhino's ass is just like hanging in my
Oh.
face.
Exactly.
I'm hungry. I'm
a
trying
nice,
to eat it. and
nice
like-
rhino with a great ass horn, right?
Oh,
If you
God.
get that horn, your family eats for a year. Are you not going to do it? You doesn't matter how much training, how much education you got from that school saying, don't do this with the rhinos. Your family can eat for a year, and they're starving right now. And all you need to do is kill that one rhino. You're going to tell people that don't do it. You think no one's going to
Yeah.
do it.
You
No,
are
you
gonna-
can
you-
tell them not to do it, but you think no one's going to do it.
No, I don't think that. But you don't just educate people that are in situations where they can't apply the education. You educate people where they can actually successfully apply the education and find different ways. You see what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
So if it isn't the only option, if they're not starving, because there really is. Okay, when you apply it worldwide, there's not a small portion that's starving. It's a very large portion. But you don't educate just for that portion. You
Yeah.
educate for all portions.
I'm
So
agreeing.
like, I think that an overall rate would be better, or sorry, an overall education would be better because it would bring the rate down.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
In
absolutely.
situations, but yes, when you are presented with primal instincts and like the need to survive, you will be faced.
Just certain situations.